Yo, what's going on, guys? CultofMush back at it with the top 5 best PC hardware deals of the week, the final week before Black Friday, and this week there are some really great deals, so I definitely wanted to go over them. And let's just get straight into this with number 5. Number 5, you can pick up the PNY 120GB solid state drive. It's a 120GB SSD for only $40, and there's a promo code that'll knock off another $3. So this isn't the best SSD on the market, but given how cheap it is, and it's 120GB, so it's not a lot of storage, but for only $37, this will work amazingly as your boot drive. You're going to store Windows on here, and then your absolute key applications, because like I said, it is 120GB. That's going to go by very fast, and this isn't something that you're going to want to buy as a standalone drive for a PC without a mechanical hard drive. No, this is used as a boot drive, and then your absolute key applications will also go on there. But yeah, given that it's only $37, that's just an insane deal for a 120GB SSD. I always mention this whenever I talk about SSDs being this cheap, but just to give you guys an idea of how low prices have gone, when I bought my 120GB SSD, I believe I paid $130 for it, and that was about 3 years ago. So yeah, prices have come down significantly since that point, and that's great to see. $37 for a drive, and you can fit this in even the cheapest builds, and just a great deal for the PNY 120GB SSD. The next 3 things we're going to talk about are video cards, so you guys are probably interested in that. First of all, number 4 is the SAPPHIRE Radeon RX 470. It's a 4GB video card for $180, and there's a $10 mail-in rebate knocking it down to $170. This, in my opinion, still isn't the ideal price point for the RX 470. I would love to see the 470 at $150. I just think that would be insane, and maybe rolling into Black Friday, on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, we'll see a RX 470 for $150. However, for $170, this is still an exceptional video card for 1080p gaming. It's not going to max out every game at 1080p, but on a lot of the higher end games, even like Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, and Battlefield 1, it performs really, really well at 1080p with the settings at either maxed out or slightly below that. So if you're looking for an entry-level 1080p capable video card, the 470 is a great option, and you can fit this into something like even a $500 build. That's how cheap it is, but it's still going to offer you very, very good performance. Next up, over on Amazon, you can pick up the MSI Radeon RX 480. This is the 4GB model. It's $200, but there's also a $20 mail-in rebate knocking it down to $180. I believe this is the cheapest I've seen the RX 480 for, and for $180, if you take advantage of the mail-in rebate, this is an insane deal. It's much like the RX 470. The 480 isn't on another league compared to the 470, but it definitely performs better given the price difference. And when this GPU was released, it was just priced insanely. It was a very hot item, and it was going for around $250 to $260, sometimes even higher than that. And now to be able to pick it up for $180, that's a very, very good deal. And picking between the 480 and the 470 is really going to be up to you. The 480 currently comes in at $200 flat, and the 470 comes in at $180 flat. I would say if you're down to spend that extra $20, definitely go with the 480. It just gives you a little bit more performance. Both of the GPUs that I featured on this list are 4GB models, so they both have that going for them too. Next up, number 2 is the GIGABYTE GeForce GTX 1080. This is an 8GB video card, and the 1080's price has been creeping lower and lower. Now it's down to $570, and it comes with a free copy of Gears of War 4, which I've mentioned several times is very, very good on PC. The only issue with Gears 4 on PC is that the multiplayer community is a little inactive. Unfortunately, there isn't full crossplay, so that is a shame. However, to get it free with the GTX 1080, that's definitely a nice benefit. Now, the thing about the 1080 is that the price I've noticed has been consistently going lower and lower. I don't know if that's because of the impending release of a 1080 Ti. I don't know if the GPU just isn't selling that well. I don't know what's up. However, for $570, the GTX 1080 is an insane video card. Obviously, given that you're spending this kind of money, it better be an insane GPU, but at 1440p, this GPU will tear through any game that's decently optimized. And yeah, if you're picking up a GPU like this, I would recommend either be gaming at 4K or 1440p. At 4K, it does have its limitations, but at 1440p, you get a very good visual experience, and the frame rate still very much holds up. Finally, number 1, a CPU, the Intel Core i7-6700K. This is a Skylake CPU on Newegg. It's down to $300, which is a pretty good price for the i7-6700K. This is a CPU that's really retained its value. But right now, if you pick up this CPU, you also get a free copy of Rainbow Six Siege and Warhammer End Times Vermintide. Those are 2 somewhat older games. Rainbow Six Siege released at the end of last year, and I believe Warhammer End Times Vermintide around the same time. But still, both of those are very good games. Rainbow Six Siege is one of the best multiplayer first-person shooters that I've played in recent memory, and I haven't played too much of Warhammer End Times Vermintide, but I've heard that's a very good game too. I would value both those games at around 15 to 20 bucks each. So to get that for free with the Intel Core i7 6700K, which at $300 alone is a pretty good deal. This is probably one of the best deals I've seen on a 6700K, barring if you go to Micro Center, but I know a lot of you guys don't have a Micro Center near you, so that's kind of a moot point anyway. The 6700K is obviously an exceptional CPU. If you're just looking to game, I don't know if it's worth getting it at that point. If you're just looking to game, you could probably get by with a 6600K. However, if you're looking to do some things like video editing, live streaming, then the i7 6700K will definitely be worth your while. And right now, to get those free games as an added benefit, this, in my opinion, is a Black Friday level deal. It does end in 14 hours, so if you're interested, pick it up ASAP, because this is a really good deal. So that's gonna wrap up the top 5 best PC hardware deals of the week. Let me know what you guys think if you pick any of these up. Some really good deals, and the deal should be only getting better as we head into next week. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.